welcome to my channel. My name is Deborah. You guys are watching Simply Deborah, where I create content all about fashion, beauty, and everyday living. And if that is something that interests you, I hope that you will become a part of my family. Go ahead and hit that little red subscribe button right down below. I would love to have you join the family. And if you are returning, hello, hey, and welcome, and thank you so much for coming back. I so greatly appreciate it. Guys, today we are at the table and we are talking. Let's talk about it. Yes, we are on our second segment of Let's Talk About It. So excited. Thank you so much for all of the questions. Sorry I am not able to answer them or talk about them all through my channel, but I do try to respond to them. So nonetheless, you're still getting my response, and thank you so much for just wanting to talk about it. And guys, we are talking about family, love, relationship, and everything in between. And if you have or want advice on something or have a question about something, and if you have a question or need advice about something, please email me at simplydeborah722@gmail.com, and I will be so happy to answer your question and give you advice from my heart. And that is what we are doing this segment. So guys, we are just, let's talk about it. I have my juice here, so I'm gonna take a swallow because my throat is kind of parched. Oh, I needed that. But so nonetheless, my week have been really busy. As y'all know, over the weekend I do my ripping and running, and y'all, last weekend it snowed so bad. This weekend is just actually cold. It did snow a little bit. My daughter's car wouldn't start, so yeah, I had to go with her. Well, my husband actually, it was so crazy. Okay, and I was like, babe, what are you doing? So he started her car and he put her car in the garage, let the door halfway down so that the exhaust can still come out the pipes out into the air. And so her appointment for her car, because she had made an appointment to get her car looked at with the dealership, so her appointment was not until 8 o'clock, but it wouldn't start. So the only way it would start is with a jump. So my husband jumped it before he left for work, and he put it in the garage and just put the garage door down halfway. And her appointment was at 8 o'clock. He leave for work at like between 5:30, 6, it depends. But we had like about an hour and a half that the car sat in the garage running. Good thing she had a full tank of gas. So we went ahead, took her car and got it looked at, and thank God it was only her battery that needed to be replaced. And it was a hefty price at that, because where her battery sits in her car, the work that goes into trying to get it out, I'm like, it should be a shame. They should have set prices as far as maintenance when it comes to stuff like that. The battery itself was not expensive, but it was the work that went into it that was expensive. I was like, oh my God. So she had to pay for that, but thank God she had it to pay. So she took care of her little car. I was like, okay, I see you, little girl, trying to grow up on mama. So she went ahead and did that. And then after that, I went to Target. Y'all know how Target is. I cannot go in there without spending $100. I think I spent like $130 some dollars. Don't know what exactly, the crazy thing is, don't know exactly what I brought. But yeah, did that. Went to Whole Foods, came home, put everything away, cleaned up the house. Then I rested because I was so tired, and I was like, I am not filming today. So today my husband is actually in the living room watching the Super Bowl, so that is on. So he's doing that, and so I was like, well, you know what, I might as well come on and let's talk about it. So I did a video that you will see after this video with me getting my face together. And so yeah, so that video will be played after this video, so make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all have that notification bell checked so that y'all are checking for when my video upload, you will be notified that they are upload. If you feel that my video can help someone, please don't forget to share my video with your friends and your family. Maybe they have or need advice on something. Maybe they have a question and that they want an answer on that I can try to research, or maybe they just want simply advice. And if that's the case, please share my video with them so that we can just talk about it. And again, what we're doing is just talking about family, love, relationship, and everything in between. So that is what we're doing over here. And this is what Monday video is all about, is let's talk about it. So yeah, so with that being said, yeah, what else did I do the weekend? And that was it. And today is Sunday. My husband actually barbecued. So he barbecued some porterhouse steak, so we ate that, and I made some vegetables, and dinner was really, really, really good. So I did that, cleaned up everything, and so now I am filming. Let's talk about it. So yeah, so I know y'all ready to get into the questions for y'all can help our people out, and the questions are coming up right now. I am getting ready to go into my phone to just bring them up. It's so hard because with the lights around me, as long as I'm looking at you guys talking, everything is peachy, smoothie, creamy, good. But when I look down at my phone, the glare is like, the glare from the lights is like in my eyes still, and it's like, what? I can barely read it, okay? But however, we are gonna try to get through this, okay? So with that being said, y'all listen up, go get a drink, because these are some woozies. When I tell y'all some woozies, these are some woozies. So go get a drink, sit back, listen up, because y'all, they need our advice. Okay. First one. Hey sis. Hey. Hey Simply Deborah. Thank you for doing this segment. Let's talk about it. Y'all, please help me. I've been dating a guy a little less than a year. I like him a lot. And love him. Wait, let me start over. Let me just bring the phone closer. Okay, hey Simply Deborah. Thank you for doing this segment. Let's talk about it. Y'all, please help. I've been dating a guy for a little less than a year. I like him a lot, but love him, not so much, if that makes sense. I'm 30 years old with no children. My parents and family love him and think he is my soulmate. He wants us to get a place together, but I don't feel the same way he feels about me. He has expressed his feelings toward me and told me that he loves me and he would like to marry me one day. I don't want to let my parents down by not choosing him. Wow. My last boyfriend, my family didn't approve of so much, but that was the person that I truly loved. Should I continue to be with him to make my family happy? He has so many good qualities, and I don't know why I can't love him like he wants me to, or like I should. Please help. I'm so confused. Thanks, Simply Deborah. Okay. Girl, my advice to you, if your heart is not in it, don't do it. Do not do it, because you will be living your life with regrets about what if. And that is the worst thing that you can live your life with, is regrets about what if. You will always have in the back of your mind, what if you had did this, or what if you had followed your heart and went with whoever it is that you want to be with. Yeah. You're 30 years old, you said, and don't have any children. I don't know if he have any children, but if your heart is not in it, you cannot be with somebody because somebody else simply loves them or simply think that he's the person for you. Only you know who's right for you. And if you don't feel it in your gut, if you don't feel it in your heart of hearts that he's the person for you, then you need to express that to him. And that's not to say maybe down the road you may fall in love with him. Maybe he might be the guy for you. But I would say be honest with him. Honesty goes a long ways. And if it's just something, I don't know what happened between you and your ex. You said that your family didn't like him, so I don't know if that was a part, if that played a part in you all not being together. But Nobody can choose for you. Your family need to kind of step back and let you do what you have to do. I have 3 children, and thank God I love, well, 2 of them are, one of them is married, and my oldest son is married, my baby boy is engaged, and my daughter, she stays at home. I cannot pick and choose who they need to be with for the rest of their life. That is a decision that they need to make. I would never, as a mom, want to choose my kids' significant other based upon, I wouldn't want them to choose and say that this is the person that they want to be with if their heart is not in it, based upon me liking them. They're gonna have to, it's just something that they're gonna have to get over. And if your heart is in it with the last boyfriend, I don't know where he's at. You didn't express like where he is today or what he's doing or anything, but with your current boyfriend, I would say that you need to be honest with him and maybe just talk to him and tell him, look, you know, I like you a lot, but as far as in love with you, I am not in love with you. And maybe in time things would change, but you want to step back and take things a little bit slower. As far as moving in with him, you don't want to do that. You definitely you don't want to move in with him if your heart is not in it. And it's okay that somebody is just simply not the person for you. I mean, you can't make your heart love somebody that it's just not there. So just take some time, just be honest with him, and if he truly loves you, he will appreciate that, and he will respect that, and he will step back and allow you to do whatever it is that you need to do, getting yourself together. And if you figure down the road that this person is for you, well then, you know, it would be, if you guys would be together. Oh, excuse me. You guys would be together. So don't allow anybody to choose for you, hon. No. One thing that my husband, when I met him, he was actually talking to another young lady, and I didn't have anybody. I was not talking to anybody. When I met him, before I met him, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna be single, I'm just gonna do me. And I ended up meeting him, and he was talking to a young lady that he was not, they were not dating. That's what he told me, that they were not dating. But you know, they would like go to the show and be friends with, I guess, friends with benefits, if you know what I mean. So anywho, she had told him that she was falling in love, and he was like, I'm not gonna say her name, but he was like, you know, he was like, I don't feel the same way. He was like, and I don't feel that, you know, I don't want to lead you on. I don't want to mislead you in thinking that I'm falling for you when I'm not falling for you. And he felt that the best thing to do was to, you know, to break it up with her. But then he had met me, and I felt so bad for her because I didn't want him to, at that time, I didn't know if he was just, you know, trying to talk to me, so he was like leaving her alone if he did like her. But one thing I can say is I respect somebody's honesty. I would never want to be with somebody that did not want to be with me. I wouldn't be with anybody that didn't want to be with me. So be honest with him. That's the one thing that you owe to yourself. Never settle for anything, because you would be settling your whole life. You would be settling for everything. If that's not the person for you, do not do it. And talk to him and let him know, like I said, that you just don't feel that at this point in time that your heart, you know, loves him and you like him, And I don't know if you want to pursue, I don't know if you want to pursue the dating with him, but you could just, I mean, just be honest with him, sis. Yeah, little sis, you don't have any kids neither. Girl, y'all my babies. Y'all my babies. Yeah, girl, live your life. Don't live your life for anybody else but for you. Because you owe it to yourself to be happy for the rest of your life. And if you do something based upon somebody else's feelings because they feel a certain type of way about you, or somebody feel that this is the best person for you, you are going to, like I said, live your life with regrets. And you're going to be like, look back and like, what did I do? Don't get so deep into it that you get caught up in it. And what I mean by that is, don't get so deep into it that you got so much more to lose than what you have now to lose. Right now, y'all don't have anything. He has his place and you got your place because y'all not living together or wherever it is that you're at. But yeah, you don't have a lot to lose. So don't do you. And like I said, just take your time and be honest with him. And he will be able to respect your honesty. And just tell your parents and your family that you know that they need to back up. And you just don't feel that you don't love him. And it's okay that you don't love him. They love who they love. You didn't pick, you know, nobody for them. So they don't have the right to pick for you. Because somebody like you, or because they like who you like, or because your family likes somebody and think that they're the best person for you, that doesn't mean that, you know, that he is the best person for you. So yeah, just talk to him. Talk to your family and talk to him and be honest with them and just tell them that you know that he's just not the one for you. And it's okay. You have the right to do that. You have every right to do that. Yeah, and I hope things work out for you. Please please send me another updated email and let me know if you took my advice and how things are working out for you. I'll be praying for you. And yeah, I know it's tough, and I know, you know, you don't want to make or disappoint anybody, but you are going to be disappointed and they're going to be happy. It's your life, not their life. So you have to live for yourself. You can't live to make other people happy. And I think that's a lot of people and a lot of women probably end up doing that, is dating and marrying and having a family with somebody who they truly, heart is not in it, but they did it because they wanted to please somebody else or please family members or what have you. And they're probably somewhere miserable. But yeah, if I was you, I would not go through with it. I would not continue the relationship. So that is my advice to you. So I hope things work out for you, little sis. And like I said, please comment back and let me know how things are working out so that I can update the subscribers. Y'all please chime in. Y'all let me know, what do y'all think she should do? Do y'all think she should stay in it? Do y'all think she should listen to her family? Or do y'all think, like I do, that she just needs to let him know that her heart is not in it? Be truthful, be honest with him. And moving on to the next question. Hey, Simply Deborah. My husband has an issue with me relinquishing my approval for his disciplining of our children. When I married my husband, he didn't have any kids. I had two, and then we had one together. My husband is a zero tolerance type of man and takes things too seriously. I don't want my kids to grow up to resent him when they get older. My children are typical kids. I feel like sometimes he is just so strict. So I would intervene a lot of times and or answer for my children when he asks questions and or pick up after them just to keep the peace in the house. And when I tell him, he immediately goes, okay, I got ahead of myself. and pick up after the children. Tell him sometimes his delivery to the children are a little bit strong. He goes into a defense mode, and tell him he goes into a defense mode, and then we end up getting into a bigger argument. It's so hard taking him it's so hard talking to him, because in his eyes he has the solutions and the answers to everything. How would you approach him? How would you approach my reality? Okay, how would y'all approach her reality? Okay, sound a little bit like my husband, but my husband, well, when I met my husband, okay, so I can relate to your story a little bit, but when I met my husband, I had 2 children, and we got married, and he asked, well, was it be okay if the kids called him dad? My kids were young. I don't know how young your kids were when you got with him. If they were teenagers, I don't know. But my kids were young when I met my husband, and so he, you know, when we married, he wanted them to call him dad, and I relinquished my rights for him to raise and to discipline my kids. He was their father figure. He was in their home, in the house. We were all in the house together. It's not just going to be one way. When you marry, you're a couple. And if you think that his disciplinary actions is a little bit too harsh or too strong, I don't know if he's hitting the kids or how he's disciplining them. You didn't state, but I feel like if he's not hurting your kids or y'all kids, girl, let him discipline them. I mean, kids are gonna be kids. And let's face it, we have all been there, and I've not been the best of a child, and I wasn't the worst of a child, but I still got disciplined. I still, you know, act up at times. I still did things that were, you know, not to my mom and dad liking, although I was raised in the household with my mom and my dad, but I was still disciplined. A child needs to be disciplined. A child needs to be told no. A child needs to be told, you know, when they're doing something that is wrong. So unfortunately, I can't really take your side. Like I said, I don't know to what extreme measurement that he is disciplining the kids, but all I can speak about is my how my husband raised my children, and my boys probably thought that he was a little bit too hard on them, but you know, at the end of the day, he did what he felt was right. And maybe you all should probably talk to somebody and get somebody else advice. I don't know if you got like a spiritual leader, a pastor that you all can talk to. And I know, you know, COVID is going on, but you can do counseling over the phone. I don't know if that is something that he is up to do, that he would be comfortable with doing, is counseling. Maybe you just need to sit him down and be like, look, I feel that you are, you know, too hard on the kids. I don't know. I wish my husband was in here so that he can give some kind of input on this. So y'all, I need y'all advice. I need y'all help. So yeah, let her know. What do y'all think? Like I said, I think that, you know, and when you get married, and I know it's hard when you have stepkids, and you know, another man is, I don't know where your kid's father is at, and if your kid's father is in their life, and if he's a part of being disciplined, I don't know. I just don't know. Your question is kind of like not really clear on a lot of things. So I hate to give you advice when I really don't know the how to help you, because I don't know, it's kind of tough. I don't know to what extent, like I said, he is disciplining the kids. And if he's not hurting the kids, if he's not beating them, but he's just like, you know, probably fuss at them and tell them to pick up their clothes or pick up, you know, after them, like you say, you're picking up after them, just so that he wouldn't say anything. That's not really teaching them, you know, good skills. you shouldn't have to pick up behind your kids. Your kids should be picking up behind them. And if that's something like an issue that you have with him, then maybe, like I said, maybe you two need to sit down and really talk to one another and not probably at one another. And you just need to let him know how you feel. Yeah. I think maybe y'all just need to talk. What y'all think, y'all? What y'all think? Give y'all sister some advice, because this was a little bit tough. So y'all help her out. What do y'all think? Okay. Okay, moving on to the third one. Okay, y'all. So next question is, let's talk about it. Hey sis, thank you for allowing us to let us talk about it. I need your advice. I saw my sister's husband out with another woman, hugged up in the grocery store. I made sure he did not see me. I spoke with my mom and she told me not to say anything. My sister and I are very close and we talk and share everything. I want to honor my mom and not say anything, but I hate not sharing this info with my sis. My sister and I have spoke about this before, just being a scenario. We always said we would tell each other. I feel like I'm withholding valuable information. What's your advice? How do you think I should handle this? I would hate for this to backfire and she found out that I knew and didn't say anything. Should I talk with her husband? I need your advice, sis. Y'all help me out, please. Oh, sis. Okay, listen to mama. Listen to your big sis. So girl, what I would tell you is that, woozy, what would y'all tell y'all sis? I would say stay out of it. I would say let your sister do exactly what your mom said. Don't say anything. I would, oh, excuse me. I would, if I had knew information, oh, excuse me. Girl, don't say anything. Believe me, your sister probably already have a gut feeling something is going on. I always say, and trust and believe. Trust and believe. Believe me. Listen to me as I say these words. Please listen to my mouth. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Girl, everything that is done in the dark will come to the light. Trust and believe. You don't have to say anything. It's not going to backfire on you. It's not like he was in there with you. So what I would have did though is made sure he saw me, so that he would have been so uncomfortable when you were in the presence of him with your sister. So yeah, I would follow your sister's advice and not say anything. I never forget, my husband and I was out at the movies and we saw, she's not with him anymore, so it really don't even matter, but we saw her boyfriend there with another woman. And we looked and was like, oh, is that so-and-so? And he was like, I was like, ooh. Period, boo. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. I was like, what? So yes, so girl, I was like, shady, shady. But he didn't see us. But it was just so crazy. And yeah, and my husband was like, I'm not getting in that. He was like, nope, it ain't happening, not on my watch, not me, Captain, So yeah, I would suggest to you, and I know that's her husband, this was her boyfriend, my sister-in-law boyfriend, so, or ex-boyfriend now. So, but I was like, oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, girl, act like, I mean, I would be like, I would wouldn't even say anything to him, to be honest with you. I would just let things go into play. And believe me, your sister is probably going to come to you and tell you something. And your sister probably already got a gut feeling something is not right or something is going on. And if she do, she will come. If she feel like, you know, that she needs to talk to you, then she will talk to you or your mom or whomever. But yeah, I wouldn't say anything. I would just let that just come out however God meant it for it to come out, but it wouldn't be through me. And that's just my advice. Now you can do what you want to do. You're wrong, but you asked for my advice, so I'm giving you my advice. And I would not do anything. I would not say anything. I would do just as my mom suggested, and just yeah, I would not say anything. Trust and believe what's done in the dark will come to the light, and it will come to pass that you'll look back and be like, yeah, I knew. Yeah, so simply as that. Your mom then already gave you the best advice. So listen to your mom. Moms always know best sometimes. Sometimes, but yeah. So y'all, this has been so much fun. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that she should say something? Do y'all think that she just simply needs to zip it? Or do y'all think that she should take her mom advice? Or should she talk to him? I think she should just let it go and just let things play out, and just wait on her sister, because her sister is gonna need her, because I'm sure what he's doing, he's probably done did it before, and her sister probably already got a gut feeling that something is going on. And so yeah, so y'all let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think that she should do? Yeah, but y'all, this has been fun. Another segment of Let's Talk About It. And I've enjoyed it. Thanks again for the questions. Thanks again for trusting me to give you my advice. My best advice. It is coming from my heart of hearts. I love y'all so much. And thank you again for just sharing y'all questions with me. Y'all, that means so much to me. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, because this is gonna be a long video, and I guess I will chat with y'all in my next video. So until then, love, peace, and happiness. Don't forget to share my video with somebody. If somebody have a question or need advice, please don't forget to submit your questions or your if you need advice to me over at simplydeborah722@gmail.com. Also, you can send your letters in. The post office is down in the description box. I checked my P.O. box this weekend and I didn't have any letters in there, so it seems like everybody is pretty much emailing me. So that's fine. However you choose to do is fine with me. So yeah, if you have something that you would like for me to share with my subscribers, you can go ahead and send it to my P.O. box. I will accept it and share with everybody. So if you have anything that a business or whatever it is that you have that you would like for me to share with my subscribers, go ahead and send it to me, and I would be more than happy to share it with them. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and close out this video, and I will be chatting with y'all in my next one. So until then, love, peace, and happiness. Let's talk about it. Y'all, we just talking about it.